So behind me is the biggest risk I've ever taken in a motorcycle, and there's some good news and there's some bad news. But first, let's rewind 3 months to when we actually picked this up.
She's a part of me.
that's enough of the story. Let's check out the bike. Okay, so the first and biggest part was we had to replace this whole front end. Yes, quite literally everything you see here had to be replaced. The whole front end was so smashed in that almost, I don't think any of it could be salvaged. So we've got a new front wheel. Obviously we've got new metal and rubber as well, so new GP race slicks. We've got some Evotech sliders. We've got new discs. We've got new pads, sintered pads. We have got brand new forks. So these forks came brand new. Come in a little bit closer and I'll show you all of the gear we put on the front end. So we've got new Ducati handlebars either side, domino grips. We've got bike sport development switch gear left and right. We've got a Ducati GP edition top triple, and just our steering damper is a YSS race spec steering damper. All new fluid reservoirs, new screen, full new subframe, quite literally everything, even down to the triple. So the lower triple clamp, including the stem, was also replaced. So I don't think there's one thing on this front end, which was OEM, that actually came off the bike. So we'll go more into the suspension in a minute, but this YSS stuff is just amazing. So let's move on. Obviously, the fairing is a complete new race fairing. So this is courtesy of Profiber, which I think is in Romania or Bulgaria or something. Moving further back, actually, one other thing I didn't mention is the Evotech levers. So race levers on the Evotech levers. We've got a new lightweight battery. We've got a brand new YSS racing rear shock, fully adjustable. We've got a new rear subframe for the bike. The one thing we did manage to keep was the Ducati Performance seat, which is actually not that easy to find, so we're pretty happy to keep that. We'll come back to the library in a minute, but just coming down here, we've got a set of Gillies Performance rear sets as well. Now, all our Gillies Performance rear sets, all our Evotech gear, all came from bikeshop.com.au. Again, one of the awesome sponsors of our channel, so thank you so much. Moving further back, we've got some more spools, both for the stand spools and for the rear axle sliders. Again, these are Evotech Performance. We've got a new rear wheel. We've got our Vandemon full system exhaust. This is titanium the whole way through. And then let's talk about some of the carbon fiber. So there's carbon fiber shields on all the Vandemon exhausts. We've got a carbon fiber rear fender here as well. So this is Ducati OEM carbon fiber. And we've also got some carbon fiber down on the front here as well. So we managed to get our hands on some 12K carbon fiber front guard. So that's really cool. Okay, so something else I didn't mention is that we've also got a fully adjustable rear linkage set to go on the bike. So that's going to go with the bike, and the lucky person that buys it can fit them themselves. And then just over here, something I forgot to point out, this is actually a Race DNA, which is an Australian brand. Race DNA brake lever protector, so that's really cool, and it's super lightweight, because if you do crash you can just replace this end piece just here, which is really good. We've also got Jet Prime switchgear to start the bike on and off. Just in the middle here we've got a Ducati Performance tank quick release tank cap, so again that's super cool and super expensive as well, so really happy to get our hands on that. Just on the right hand side here, just before I forget, we've also got a bit more carbon. This is our Carbonati clutch cover, and on the other side we have I think it's a GBK Racing clutch cover, which is not carbon. Again, you've got the Gillies rear sets on this side, And now let's talk about the design. So, in order to get this bike looking the way it does, we actually went out to, I think it was Fiverr, or maybe it was one of those design channels, and we started a competition. We said, who wants to design the bike? We put up a prize, and this was actually the winning livery. I'll put it on screen now, and it was more of a darker color. And because I'd just done a dark V2 Panigale, I didn't want to go quite as dark, so that's where we landed on this color, which is actually Ferrari Purosangue, sort of like a turtle green color. So really, really happy with this color. Again, that's about it. That's about the bike. As I said at the start of the video, there is some bad news, and the bad news is I actually have to sell the bike because my back is so bad I can't ride it. So fingers crossed we'll be able to ride again soon, but for now this bike will be for sale very, very shortly. Okay, so lastly, I just want to thank all of our sponsors who are involved in this build. It was probably the biggest and most epic build I've done. First up, Vandemon Exhausts. You guys are absolutely amazing, second to none in my opinion. Suspensions R Us, suspensionsrus.com.au. That's where we got all our YSS racing kit, and absolute best service you can ever hope for. Two-wheel decals, they did our full decal kit. We've got MotoMia in Brisbane, who are also Clean Ride Brisbane, and they do all the CNC racing kit. We've got bikeshop.com.au, that's where we get all our Ducati bike gear and a lot of our other high-end Italian parts. And last but not least, I want to thank Brett from Motor Garage. You did an amazing job to tune this bike, and it sounds like an absolute beast thanks to you, so thank you so much. Let's get it started. So thanks for watching, like, subscribe, you know the drill, and make sure you tune into the V4 race build.